Well, hello. So, today I was supposed to be in the ICU, but because of staffing and them not knowing, the left hand from the right hand, they put me in ED for 2 hours and then moved me to ICU, which I was fine with, no big deal, because at least I knew I could have patients, because there was none in the ER. None. Although throughout the day I did hear 2 PEDS codes called in the ED, so I was very thankful that I was not there, because children should not be coding. Anyway, so I go up to ICU, and their patient staffing ratios are just like ours, so I was thankful. I had 2 patients, and they were both initially on the ventilator. I get told again that they've had strokes. So I do a little investigating on my own. Come to find out they had bilateral weakness. The other one was altered mental status. So, which could have been, altered mental status could have been stroke, but the bilateral weakness could not be a stroke. Anyways, so they're both COVID positive. They're both on the ventilators. Yeah, so having 2 to 1, 2 patients to 1 nurse, it's very doable. However, the normal care that is usually done with patients, we are supposed to be turning them every 2 hours, and oral care at the maximum of every 4 hours. But I get there and none of that is being done, not even a proning, even when I asked them that. The funny thing is I actually talked to the residents and the attending about proning. And since I had already proned my patient that had gone to ICU, I don't know, a couple days ago or so, I can't remember when that was, they remembered that patient and they said, "Were you the one that proned her?" And I said, "Yes, I did." And they thanked me. They said, "Good luck with doing that here." Oh, by the way, that patient that I proned is still alive. The only frustration is that she was on her stomach, that's what prone means, for 20 hours. You don't normally leave them on for 24 hours or 20 hours. You try to turn them just like any other time. It's every 2 hours. So you go from stomach to side to side to stomach, side to side, every 2 hours. Anyways, so it's kind of nice that my reputation has now gone to the ICU as well. So I get in there, and my patients' mouths were disgusting. The smell was atrocious. The amount of skin and disgusting in their mouth. So if they don't die from COVID, they'll die from ventilator-assisted pneumonia because nobody's given them oral care, or both of them have massive pressure ulcers on their butt because nobody has turned them. So if they don't die from COVID and they don't die from ventilator-assisted pneumonia, they will die from their pressure ulcers. I asked how long they've had their 2 to 1 ratio, because I'm sure in the beginning they did not. And they said, "Oh, they've had it for a long time." So you guys just haven't done the care that you're supposed to. So I tried to do my best. The nurse that was right next to me, who I thought would help, she was the rudest person I have ever met in my entire life. Not only did I get told that I was old and old school, which I thought that was incredibly fucking funny, but she proceeded to have video chats throughout the entire fucking shift. No joke, because I could see her phone. She had 4 people on her phone that she was fucking video chatting with the entire time. And then proceeded to take her phone and videotape the patients that she had. I'm pretty sure that goes against HIPAA. Pretty sure. So she was yeah, I didn't like her at all. And she was normal staff. I get being tired and having worked a whole lot, but that goes against the law. Just saying. You know, say I didn't get any fucking help from her because she was a raging bitch. Because this old nurse likes to do things correctly. Not sit on my ass and do fucking video chats the entire fucking shift. I actually like to take care of my patients. Couldn't really do that. The charge nurse, however, was very helpful when I could get him to help me. And he helped me bathe both my patients and helped me turn them. They were incredibly edematous, their entire body, because now they're third spacing, so that's fabulous. They were not on any pressors, so that's, I guess, a good thing. My one patient got extubated today, so that means she got off the breathing machine, off the ventilator, but then proceeded to get put on to BiPAP. So I thought, okay, let's try to do more oral care with her and start to try to give her some, just a little bit of water, which she didn't tolerate. Just tiny, drops of water. Anything that would hit the back of her throat would make her cough. And her mouth, it looked like I could pull the full layer of her tongue, top layer of her tongue off, because that's how dry it was. Her poor, the corners of her mouth were bleeding, and I wanted to, but I did not, peel her lips back, and the amount of, skin she had on her teeth. Tried to do my best. They're sick. If they don't die from COVID, they're going to die from other things. So I thought, okay, at least I'm here. I'm working on ICU patients. That's fine. I got this. No big deal, right? I've been there, done that. Apparently, I'm an old nurse. Hey, I'll take it, because this bitch knows a whole fucking lot. That other bitch does not. Anyways, that's beside the point. So then night shift comes in. So I'm like, oh, finally, I'm going to get out of here on time, right? So this little man comes to get report from me, tells me he knows these patients. I go, oh, okay, great. It's going to be a shorter report. I don't have to give you a full report. But I did reiterate to him that, I did look back in the chart and they did not have a stroke. They came in with bilateral weakness, so it's just COVID. He kind of does his little, he knows better. So I proceed to tell him what happened throughout the day, and he interrupts me to tell me his story about these patients. So I let him talk for a couple minutes. And I say to him, so would you like me to continue with my report, or would you like to give me your report? So he immediately shuts up so that I could finish. But then 2 minutes into my report, he again, stops me to tell me something else. So I just sit there and just stare at him. Don't say anything, just stare at him. So another couple minutes, he finally realizes that I'm not going to play his game. So he, kind of shuts his fucking mouth. and lets me give my report. Isn't that wonderful? So I can tell him what happened during my day instead of him telling me what happened when he took care of the patients 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So I'm pretty sure maybe nothing has happened since then, but you know, whatever. I'm giving some other stuff that maybe he needs to know about, right? Fucking people. Anyways, so he's like, yeah, so my name's this. Okay, I'll put that in the chart. Yeah. Okay. So then I proceed to finish my charting and go into the break room to de-gown, and do you see how much sweat? Yeah. Sweat everywhere. I probably stink like a GM. Or wait, boys' locker room, better yet. It's nasty. But I'm thankful I still have a jumpsuit. Don't have to use the ones that my lovely cousin sent to me. So I'm thankful for that. Anyways, so I go into the break room to disrobe out of this. Yeah, see that? That's fucking nasty. I stink. I'm gonna need to take a shower. Anyways, so I go into the break room and he proceeds to tell me, did you finish that blood? Because in this hospital, you know, we have a certain protocol. Is what I wanted to tell him. So I said to him, I don't know where you come from, but where I come from, we make sure that all the blood is through before I finish my charting of the blood. And the blood is not done. So you will have to finish that, my dear. And he proceeds to try to argue with me again. And so I said to him, so would you like me to stop that blood that she's still continuing to get and finish that paperwork so that you don't have to finish that? He goes, oh, I guess I'll just finish that. You damn right you will, fucker. What is it with these people? I mean, I'm pretty sure nursing is nursing is nursing. Like, that doesn't change. Nor does it I mean, the only thing that changes in my brain in a crisis is the fact that you might have more than the normal 2 patients in the ICU. Which, guess what? He didn't have more than 2 today. So I'm pretty sure that you can do what you normally do, or what you're supposed to normally do, motherfucker. Can you tell I'm a little annoyed? And since y'all wanted to see this, I don't have any crying today, thankfully. I'm just glad that I'm out. So I'm gonna drive home, and then I'm gonna proceed to have a nice little cocktail to settle these nerves. Take a shower first, because if anybody knows anything about me, I don't normally stink. In fact, people like my smell because they always comment, God, Travis, you smell really good. Not today. Y'all don't want to smell me. All right, I'm signing off. I'm actually in a pretty good mood. But despite fucking ICU, this is the exact reason why I left ICU and went to ED. Because they all understand me, these fucking ICU nurses. Anyways, see y'all tomorrow. Bye.